Procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing tasks, despite knowing that doing so may lead to negative consequences. It's not just about being lazy, it's a voluntary, irrational delay in intended action, even when the person is aware that procrastinating will likely make things worse. It is a human flaw so pervasive and seemingly innocuous that for centuries it was overlooked and treated as one of those things that we just do. In the modern era, with increasing emphasis on time management and scheduling, we have become more and more aware of the need to address this flaw and find its root cause, then make it work to our advantage. Today, there is an entire industry built around battling procrastination. Go figure. Because it affects our daily mundane as well as spiritual lives, I am tempted to make this video so as to help any spiritual seeker to identify and address this issue in their journey. Of course, this information can and should be applied to any sector of life that it may be deemed useful. Now back to the topic. What if your procrastination isn't laziness? What if it's your soul whispering about the lack of something more profound, more lasting? As earlier said, in this video, we're uncovering the hidden message behind why you keep postponing taking action on your spiritual journey, and how to not only break free but also do so as fast as possible. Procrastination and purpose, two forces that shape our lives. One pulls us toward greatness, the other keeps us stuck in cycles of regret. But what if they're more connected than we think? Let's find out how and see how what we find can benefit us. Every day, millions of people wake up with good intentions, but end the day drowning in distraction. Sound familiar? You plan, you hope, but when it's time to act, you scroll, reach for a snack, or just plain stall, making up a temporarily satisfying excuse. This may not just be a productivity issue, it may also be a spiritual dilemma. According to psychology professor Dr. Tim Peichel, procrastination isn't a time management problem, it's more of an emotional one. And in spirituality, it often means your inner compass is foggy. Without clarity of purpose, your energy has nowhere to land. It ends up floating about seeking an anchor. Yes, while you delay, doubt, and drift, your soul craves direction. It aches to fulfill its purpose. It waits for you to take action. But what is the core drive that informs action for you? That may be the missing link. Stay with me for a bit. So why do we procrastinate? Well, sometimes it's the fear of failure, like, what if you try and fail? But more often it may be that there was no defined purpose and you were doing what others do or said should be done. Or maybe it's actually the fear of success. What if your life really does change? Now that's scary, that's a new one. And then there's perfectionism. If it can't be perfect, you just keep delaying starting. But honestly, the biggest one for the spiritually minded, it's a lack of soul clarity, not even fear of failure. Most of us will happily try what excites us over and over, even if we, quote and unquote, fail. You don't act or delay action because you don't yet feel connected to what you're doing. Research from Stanford University shows that when people align their goals with personal meaning, they're like exponentially more motivated and focused. So that means procrastination is more often than not a cry for purpose, plain and simple. Your spirit wants alignment, not just achievement. Truth be told, for the spiritually minded, achievement just for the sake of it with no alignment and higher purpose behind it can feel very hollow. So if purpose is the missing link, where do we go from here? How do we track down that missing point of re-energizing we now lack? Yes, purpose is the breakthrough point that everyone seems to miss. When you have a purpose to anchor your actions, procrastination just loses its power. To confirm this, try this simple but powerful question. Why do I really want this? Then watch what awakens within you. Probe deeper with questions like, who is this meant to impress? Is it to impress myself or others or serve a higher purpose? What inner truth does this purpose fulfill? How will it help my journey to spiritual wholeness? How will it assist humanity in creation? Because whatever task or activity makes you come alive from deep within will never be delayed or avoided. Of course, right after the answers return, ask yourself, what's one soul-aligned step I can take today to fill the need raised by these questions? Just one action from that point springs you right out of that procrastination. Always begin with one. Don't worry. As you do one, the next logical step will appear. When you act from purpose, even a tiny step creates momentum. So my friend, you're not lazy, you're not broken, you're not a failure. You're just a normal human, overdue for a purpose check-in. And once you reconnect, procrastination becomes a past life. I know you're smiling, but it's true. Procrastination isn't your enemy, it's a messenger. And the message is simple: find your true purpose, and act on it, now. Resume your spiritual journey today with this solemn and sobering truth. It's the simplest way anyone can lay it all out for your edification. So, have you ever felt this battle between purpose and procrastination on your spiritual journey? How did you overcome it? Drop a comment and share your experience. It's more common than you think. Your tip may help someone you've never met. Also, if you're ready to dive deeper into your search for purpose, check out our video on how to stop overthinking and find your true purpose. It's linked right here in the description. While you're at it, hit the subscribe button to help the channel. So that's it, folks. As promised, quick, useful, and straight to the point. Stay on purpose until we meet again. As well, remain renewed and blessed on all levels.